Welcome back, my true crime junkies, to another episode of Melanin Mysteries, where the twists are wild, the tea is hot, and well, the mysteries, they're always shady. I'm your host, Tiffany,
And I am your co host, Willie.
and today we're diving into a case that took all of South Florida by storm. A tale of wealth, betrayal, and of course, murder. So let me set the scene. A young couple with everything going for them, a thriving business, a beautiful family, and big dreams for the future. But behind the gated community walls and picture perfect smiles, the relationship between Euri and Makeva Jenkins wasn't as perfect as it seemed. Spoiler alert, only one of them will make it out alive. So, what happened the night Makeba Jenkins, a successful businesswoman and mother of three, was shot in cold blood? Was it a tragic robbery gone wrong, or was something more sinister at play? And trust me, this plot has more twists than your favorite reality show. You won't believe who's caught up in this tangled web of lies, life insurance policies, and bad decisions. So grab your snacks, pour your drink, and let's crack this case open because it's about to get real messy.
Okay, and just a quick PSA. If you're driving a vehicle, please don't crack a drink that's alcoholic. Okay, just want to throw that out there. So, June 29th, 2017, around 2 a.m., Marcavius, aka Quay Greer, is about to get his hair cut by his brother in law, Euri Jenkins, in their garage. Their friend Demetria Dale is also at the house chilling with them. So just as Euri is about to start cutting Quay hair, a masked intruder rushes in the garage and immediately whips out a gun and demands the men go into the house. He asks them, "Where's the money and where's Quest?" He made the men go upstairs to the house. Inside the house, Makeva Jenkins and her two children are sleeping. So the gunman makes the men get on the ground, and Euri tells the gunman that the children are in the house, that they are sleeping. So, he probably like, look, man, don't hurt the kids. Nigga, don't touch the kids. He asks if the children can be taken outside. The gunman allowed Demetria to take the kids from the beds downstairs. Now, he's a good criminal. All criminals don't do that. They just go in there blasting and killing everybody. I appreciate that.
He
So
was
the
so
gunman
sweet.
then make what you say.
He was so sweet. That was so very sweet of him.
It was sweet. I'm like, go ahead, get the kids, man. They ain't got nothing to do with this. So the gunman then makes Quay get up and he escorts him back downstairs and outside near the pool. The man asks who cars are outside and said he needs a car. Demetria gives the man his car keys, and the masked man and Quay go back upstairs where Quay is forced back down on the ground with Erie. The gunman then goes into the bedroom where Makeva is sleeping and fires a single shot. Bam! Before running out the room. Yeah, I don't like him no more. Yeah, I don't like him no more. Down the stairs, he ran out the room, down the stairs, out of the house. He took Demetrius' white Dodge Charger, then he speeds off. So Quay and Yuri immediately run into the room that Makeva is sleeping in to check on her. She has a single gunshot wound to her head near the ear. Yuri runs over to his wife, screaming and holding her head. He is crying and begging his wife not to leave him. Quay makes the 911.
What happened there?
Someone got shot in the head.
Who shot her? Do you know?
No, they came in with an all-black mask on.
Did he leave in a vehicle or on foot?
He left in a white Charger.
So Makeva is still alive when the paramedics arrive and they rush her to the hospital to prayerfully save her life. So while Makeva is being rushed to the hospital, Dimitri, Yuri, and Quay are questioned by Detective Sean Oliver to get a feel of everything that happened. They start to run down the stairs. I mean, I'm sorry, not run down the stairs. They start to run down the events of what transpired. They are sure to mention that the masked man did ask for money and for Quest. So Yuri said, "I wanted to jump the guy, but I was afraid." Man, your ass wasn't gonna do shit. That's a nigga for you. Like they already talk about what
Always
they would
after
have
the
did.
goddamn fact.
Yeah. You know what, man?
Always after the
Ooh,
fact.
y'all gonna knock his ass out, man. Ooh, I was gonna knock. You wasn't gonna do shit, Yuri. Sit your ass down. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
So Quay gives a description of the masked man. He says that he is a tall, heavy black man, over 6 feet tall. So Quay also tells Detective Oliver that the gunman seems to be familiar, but he couldn't place him due to the mask over his face. And he also tells police that he believes that this has something to do with his mom, Quest. She had given a drug dealer counterfeit money, and possibly the gunman thought she was at the house and he'd get the money or kill her. So Quay also tells Detective Oliver that the gunman left in Dimitri's white Charger. So the police they go ahead and collect DNA from all three of the men before they're allowed to leave the scene. So Quay and Euri immediately head to the hospital after speaking with the detective to check on Makeva. And when they both arrive at the hospital, Yuri's dad tells him that Makeva didn't make it. So
Rest
rest
in
in peace,
heaven.
Makeva.
Exactly. So back at the house, the police are setting up the crime scene so they can piece together what happened. So the CSI found no weapon at the scene. The white Charger that the gunman stole, they found that bad boy right down the street. You know what I'm saying? So not long after police started investigating, they ended up finding the car. So they didn't have it that long. Detective Oliver noted, I thought, well, that's odd for a gunman to leave two people upstairs, but let one go downstairs with a kid and possibly escape. That's true. That is true. So back at the hospital, Makeva's mother, Quest, is one of the last to arrive and find out what happened to her daughter. I know, you know what, just real quick. I know that if that is the case, that you was giving out counterfeit money for drugs and you found out that your daughter got killed behind that shit, oh my God, that would be horrible.
That
Yeah.
really would
Hell
like
yeah, that would, man. Yes. Knowing that you're the cause because you're giving out counterfeit money, it's like, nigga, this hold on, man. This Jesse Jackson on the $20 bill. That shit hilarious. Quay immediately blames his mother for his sister's death. Cause of course she gave out that fake money.
mhm. So Makeva Sakina Harold Jenkins was born August 9th of 1983 in Belle Glade, Florida. She was raised by her grandmother, Gloria Harold. Both of her parents were absent. Her mother, it appears, was on drugs, and her mother's name we found out is Quest. So she got good grades all through school. She was very social and outgoing. She graduated Central High School in 2001, and she went to college at University of South Florida. She became pregnant at 19 with her daughter, Sanaya, and she finished college with her bachelor's degree, and she started an event planning business and a text prep business. She then went back to school to the Barry University for her master's, and she graduated. So on paper, she's doing great. She's educated. She's a strong black woman. But what's good is success if you have no one to share it with? So New Year's Eve 2009, Makeva goes to a local church function and she lays eyes on Euri.
All right, let's talk about your boy Euri. So Euri D. Jenkins was born July 3rd, 1986 in Florida. His mother and father pastors. He was a barber by trade. They say them pastor boys and girls be the bad ones.
Yeah, they say them preachers' kids be something else.
Yeah, get the damn preachers, man. By the way, make sure you guys check out our one episode pertaining to the preacher that burnt down the church. The two quickly became attached at the hip, and against the advisement of family and friends to take the relationship slowly, the two did the total opposite and went pedal to the metal. So just a few months after dating, Makeva got pregnant with her son Euri Jr. in 2011. The couple were living a fairy tale. So naturally, the next order of business, Euri put a ring on it, and the two got married. Her brother Quay walked her down the aisle, and he said how she was so happy.
So everything's going well, right? Until it isn't. So a few years into the marriage, here come this nigga Yuri disappearing for days at a time. And guess what? He got a side chick. And
What's
not
up?
only does he have a side chick, but he gets said side chick pregnant.
Damn.
And side chick's name is Tiffany Webb.
Tip. Oh Lord Jesus.
I know that's a
Come
whole
on, man.
mess right there.
That's a whole mess right there. Gee.
So
Ah,
anyway, so we're gonna keep this name in mind for later. So Makeva kicks him out of the house, of course. And during the midst of her husband cheating, they're also having some serious financial issues. So not only y'all did with your nigga cheating, your money ain't right. So that's chaos. So unfortunately, they're homeless for a little bit in 2013. But you know you can't hold a strong black woman down, so she bounces back. And
okay.
it was actually Yuri who gave her an idea to start a new business where she would help others create a business plan. So the business was called the Prime Enterprise Group, and it blows up. So Makeva, she's very active on Facebook and Instagram, and her goal was to help and inspire as many as she could. So after some time of struggle, her hard work did pay off, and they didn't just get a house; they got a house. It had so much space. It had a pool, nice backyard, all that good stuff. They lived in I think it was a gated community too, if I'm not mistaken.
That nigga, damn, he came up.
He did.
He came up. Go ahead.
So she even had enough space for her younger brother to move in, who we mentioned before is Quay. And the couple, they then welcomed their daughter Zoe in May of 2016. And things are like, seem like they're getting back to normal. They're on the path to happily ever after. So on June 23rd in 2017, just 6 days before her murder, Makeva posted on Facebook. It said, I've been with my husband 7 years, and every time I look at him, it feels like New Year's 2009 when I saw him in church. I thought he was the most handsome guy I ever met. I didn't say anything to him until 2010, and we've been making history ever since. I love me some Mr. Jenkins.
Damn, man, that's horrible. That nigga, damn, he didn't cheated. They was homeless and she done bounced back. Strong black woman. Strong brother. Oh, that's strong brother. I'm sorry, not sister. Most friends and family found out about Makeva's passing via Facebook. So June 29th, 2017, the Facebook post said, regretfully, the news reports are true. The family of Makeva Jenkins asks that their privacy be respected at the most trying times. All our love, condolences, and well wishes are appreciated. However, please refrain from calling or texting concerning the events. Please keep the family in your prayers. I mean, no offense, but you did post it on the social media outlet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because it says it was on the news, so they were just some people like, can you like
Oh, yeah,
not
okay.
blow up our phones? Like, I mean, because we're grieving. Like, give us a break, because actually funny niggas be nosy. They
Nigga,
don't
man, niggas, yeah, exactly. Yeah, niggas, and then don't even try to hide. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, just checking up on everything. Bitch, you know why you called me. I ain't talked to you in over 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like we having a cordial conversation.
exactly, and it's like niggas you ain't talked to in forever, and all of a sudden they want to, oh hey, no, you just calling to be nosy.
I just want to know when the funeral is, because you know me, man. I love me some repast food, man. I swear, I think repast food is the best food because it's
Besides
made
baby
out of
shower
love.
food.
No, baby shower food be good, but repast food is different. Like it's more love put in that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sweat and it's tears usually. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. It's tears of single women mixed in a potato salad does something.
First of all, everybody can't make potato salad, so that and
But you
it need
can't
a
lie,
baby shower.
repast food good as you can't lie, repast good food good as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I went to my
It
uncle's
depends on who
funeral.
cooking.
I went to my uncle's funeral. I ain't even like the nigga whatsoever. Couldn't stand this bitch head. But I knew my grandma was gonna be cooking, so I went to the funeral. You know what I'm saying? I showed my respect for the food, not him. So anyway, during the meantime, the autopsy comes back from the medical examiner. Something what was it mentioned? Makeva was pregnant. Damn. So this is the second case we did where the lady was pregnant, right? Yeah, this is the second one.
Yes,
Okay. The Bobby Cuts and
yes.
Peterson. Okay. Yes, make sure that you guys checked it out. Bobby Cuts and Peterson. So she was pregnant. So why didn't nobody mention this? So Detective Oliver reaches out to Euri to ask about this. When Euri answers, he mentioned that he was at the funeral home getting an arrangement set up, but the insurance hasn't paid out. So Detective Oliver was like, "Oh yeah, they called me and asked if the husband was a suspect, and I told them that they couldn't rule him out at this time." He then confronts Euri about Makeva's pregnancy and asks, "Like, why, dude? Why wouldn't you mention it?" This nigga gonna mumble something about, "My bad, I thought I did." Nigga. How you forget something like that?
He ain't thought he told him nothing.
Yeah, oh man, I thought my bad. I thought I did, man. It was, you know what? I talking to Craig and them, and they mentioned something about pregnancy. Then it threw me off because the whole murder thing. Then I had to get down here to the funeral
But it's like that's
home.
a vital piece of information that you just conveniently left out. But
But
I,
notice though, back up though, real quick. Notice that he asked what's going on. You're like, yeah, man, I'm at the funeral. Do you know these niggas ain't trying to pay me my money? Like, why are you telling the detective that? Yes.
that is stupid. Like why that I didn't even think about that. Like why are you telling the
Yeah,
detective
why
that
you
like that?
detective that? The nigga like, nigga, I asked you a question about her, but I'm scared about her being pregnant. He like, yeah, man, they ain't trying to pay me and whatnot, nigga, trying to pay me my money.
That's a red flag right there.
Mm-hmm.
So Makeva was laid to rest on July 8th of 2017. Her services were at the Journey Church, and they said Yuri was like really out of it. They said he was emotionless and he was watching videos of Makeva on his phone. So one of Makeva's friends said she thought it was kind of odd, which I hate when people say like there's no right way to
You
grieve.
can't, yes. Know what I'm saying? Like when I grieve my marriage, you know what I'm saying? I grieved it a certain way. Granted, when you know the death okay,
Death
what?
of a family member, his
Oh,
wife
death.
died.
Okay, but I'm just saying grieving is grieving. Know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I was going to say Grieving is grieving. I was gonna say something ignorant, but you just messed me up. So I'm not going to say it right now because so y'all miss out on a
This
great
is
funny
this is
joke.
a time for seriousness, okay?
Okay, so I got to get serious. So you're right. You cannot tell a person how to grieve. So if he's looking at, if he's definitely looking at videos of video vixens, he's looking at videos of his wife. Why wouldn't he?
Exactly.
Jeez. Go ahead.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So her friend says she thought it was odd. And she said before she left, she went over to once again give her condolences. She said her husband literally dragged her away and was like, he had everything to do with this.
No,
Called
no,
that
no,
nigga
no.
out. He was like, no,
We don't hug killers. We don't
nope.
hug killers. Hell no. Oh shit, that's funny as hell, man. I didn't know. Don't touch that nigga. You know that nigga had something to do with it. So we're going back up a little bit, right? And we're gonna go back to the days surrounding the murder. So Detective Oliver gets Quest. Remember, Quest is Akiva's and Quay's mother, down to the station so he can get her take on the accusations that she gave a drug dealer counterfeit money for drugs.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry for your loss, man. You've been probably told about Makeva and why she may have been shot. I'm gonna be straight with you. It has something to do with somebody's after you. They asked you by name. And they shot your baby, thinking it was you. So help me.
I don't know of anybody who could be out
Did you pass bad money to somebody buying some drugs?
No,
Have you been getting any threats?
I ain't been getting no threats. God, honest truth.
So that counterfeit money thing, I'm still tripping off that one.
Well, look, I remember I used to. Oh, you got a goddamn story, man. My brother's friend used to do that shit. With counterfeit money, and if you like, if it's dark or something, you can some of that stuff you can pay us off. Like, you really can pay us it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you got some good counterfeit money, you can really pay us that shit off. I know you'd be mad as hell to get some. I'd be mad as hell to get some damn counterfeit money though. I ain't gonna lie.
But you a dope dealer. You supposed to recognize that that's your job.
Well, no, I'm a co-host of the Melanin Mysteries podcast. I'm not a drug dealer.
Moving on. I'm not even about.
Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I can't see.
I'm on one today. I'm sorry.
So basically, Quest denies any and everything. So the police tend to believe her for a few reasons. First of all, there's no money or jewelry or anything was taken from the house. So if the government was trying to recoup his money, wouldn't he have taken something? Anything of value?
True.
So next, Quest, they said she lived about 45 minutes away from Makeva in Belglade. And they said Belglade's like a really small town where everybody knows everybody. So if everybody knows everybody, why didn't the government just go to her apartment and go get her ass? So
True.
now the police are like, something ain't right, and we don't really think that Quest was a target, and that the gunman was really looking for Makeva. So Detective Oliver said, quote, for some reason, the shooter just runs into the bedroom, fires, and runs out. It doesn't make sense. And it doesn't.
It really doesn't. And you know, that's so crazy, but that is good detective work. Like, it's so funny. I would used to be so quick to be like, oh, I could be a detective, but stuff like that, I wouldn't even thought about. You tell me, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. You're right. Why would they go to her house 45 minutes away when they could just went right to, would have been a small town?
I'm telling you, that takes a lot of critical thinking, and I ain't trying to be funny. A lot of niggas don't have
No, they
critical
don't.
thinking
They
skills.
don't.
Critical
They
thinking
don't. That's why I
skills.
say half of the time you are no match for the police. I mean, this especially detectives, that's their profession. So these people be going in and thinking they can outsmart them, and like it never really works. Like seriously, it doesn't work. So after police found the white Dodge Charger and after getting warrants to search it, they didn't find much. But they did find a receipt for the day of the murder. They found a McDonald's receipt and a Miami Sub City receipt. So police go to the Sub City to get surveillance to see if there's anything of substance on it. The surveillance tape showed Demetria. He was Euri's friend who was at the house during the murder, the one who was allowed to go downstairs with the kids. His car stalls in the drive-thru, and his passenger gets out of the car to push it. Police now want to know, like, all right, who was the dude that pushing the car, right? Who is his passenger? They called Demetria back into the station for questioning. Demetria said, "Oh, that's my nigga, Jonathan,
Jovan.
Jovan. Damn. Oh." I said, "Oh my!" I was so nervous. Just quit. I said Joe Evan yesterday. It was my nigga Jovan, later identified as Jovan Joseph. According to Mitra, they had both been at Euri and Makeva's house earlier that day for haircuts. Remember, Euri cut hair out of the garage. He
So
then
let me
said
back
that,
up. Hold on.
yeah, what's up?
So she's doing. I just want to throw this out there. She's doing her thing. She got it going on.
She hustling. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she hustling. That like she
And your
cut hair.
sorry ass is a barber out the garage.
Yes. This, but now, well, don't knock it now. I mean, hold on now. We don't know if the garage was set up as a barber shop. We don't know that if they,
Okay, so they
because
did say it was set up as a barber shop, but still, this okay. So if I live in a gated neighborhood, I ain't having all these people coming to my house.
I get it. But I mean, he got to make money. I mean, yeah. I don't know. But usually it's like that. It's usually it's the woman making a lot of the money that the nigga be a bum ass nigga or doing some, some other shit, doing the dream like trying to be a rapper or I don't know. But I mean,
He
yeah,
looked like
he
the type
do.
to try to be that. He was trying to be a rapper too. He really
Yes.
do.
Huh?
He looked like the type that I'd be like, I'm just trying to get my rap career off the ground.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
cut these trusses and I cut hair, nigga. Let me know what you want. So he in the garage cutting hair. That's his hustle. That's his job. He then says that he and um Jovan left and he dropped Jovan off at the house before making his way back over to Euri and Makeva's house. Police noted that Jovan had the same build and height as the mystery shooter that Quay described. Now police want to talk to Jovan.
It was important to find out if Javon Joseph had an alibi. The big reason why you're here right now is because on the 28th, you went down to where Euri lived with Makeva.
I never spoke to him. I don't barely know this man.
But you went to his house.
I went to his house.
Several hours.
Yeah, with Demetrius.
What time was it?
Oh, I'm trying to think, bro.
I think it was around 9:30 at night.
What? Hell no, I wasn't that late. It was like 6, 7. I ain't stayed there that long.
Was there any talk of you coming back later that night?
No, what you talking about? What you talking about?
When the murder happened, where were you?
When the murder happened?
Yes.
I was heading towards my house. I went to my house, chilled with these dudes in front of my neighborhood. Then I went to the hospital to see Talisha.
What's the odds of your car breaking down in the damn McDonald's drive through and that's gonna be the shit that sink you? A goddamn milkshake and a McDouble.
so. Anywho, Jovan has an alibi,
Oh,
right? So
okay.
you may be wrong. Jovan got his alibi. So Jovan says that he was visiting a friend at the hospital during the time of the murder. Which, who the hell you visiting at 2:30 in the morning? But whatever.
And he get shot every day, B.
Okay, but what? Don't the hospital got visiting hours?
No, it depends. Like if it, yeah, damn. You're right. You do, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So Detective Oliver does his due diligence and he reaches out to the hospital to verify Jovan's alibi. He gets the surveillance from the hospital and it does show Jovan coming in and out of the hospital that he said he was visiting.
Okay.
However, there's just one problem with this video. There's no timestamp on it. So nobody knows what time Jovan was actually at the hospital visiting his friend. So police have to subpoena the video that actually has a timestamp on it. So after 12 days, there's been no arrest made. And the family, they're pleading on the news and social media for assistance with finding Makeva's killer. So remember Tiffany Webb, the side chick / Yuri's baby mama? She got her ass on Facebook Live, right? I swear, every time a black person dies, niggas just do the freaking most.
Niggas.
They do. Like, is that a black thing? I really need to know because it seemed like every time.
Now slow down, girl. Now you know you light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta watch it. There's certain lines you can't cross because you light skinned. I'm just throwing it out there.
So first of all, I got a tan, so I'm dark, okay?
Okay. I'm not, I'm gonna say something like you're not dark, first of all. You just a darker light-skinned person. That's it. Let's clarify that. And it's gonna go away within the next couple days. So enjoy it while it
and according to the one drop rule, I'm not even that light. I'm clearly black. You got to drop. Maybe you don't remember the one drop rule.
The one drop. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the paper bag rule. That's it. You gotta get a paper bag, and you're lighter than a paper bag.
So anyway, remember Tiffany Webb? Yeah, that's actually she was on Facebook going off. Like they said, she went on a whole ass rant, like going off.
About what?
Well, first she wanted everybody to know that she was not the side chick.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So she just needed to clarify that she was not the side chick.
Oh my God.
I mean, well, she just wanted to make that clear. She wasn't a side chick.
That's hilarious. That's
And amongst other things. But the police had also been informed around the same time that Tiffany had been threatening Makeva. She was claiming that she was keeping Euri away from his kids. She was threatening to whoop her ass. Like she was just doing a whole lot.
mm.
So police are, oh, okay, let's go pull up
Wait,
on this.
what? Wait, let's back up. Why was she keeping her from the kid? Wasn't they together?
Remember, she was a baby mama, so she had a kid with Euri, and she's saying Makeva is keeping her Euri away from his kid with
Oh,
her.
that's right. I'm sorry. Damn. Another. This is another episode. It seems like Willie's not paying attention. I'm tripping. Go ahead.
So they go pull up on Tiffany at her house unannounced. They ain't even telling her they coming. They just we pulling up because we want to find out what's what.
I know.
So she admits
Usually
a mistake.
Tiffany is a pop-up queen.
Oh yeah, she's a pup. Yep. I used to be. I'm reformed because I don't care that much no more. So I'm reformed. So Tiffany does admit to the Facebook rant and she apologizes. And she tells Detective Oliver that the day after Makeva was murdered, Euri was at her house propositioning her for sex. Sorry ass nigga.
Mm.
Like your wife just died and you concerned about getting some ass.
I would give some ass.
I'd haunt that nigga till forever. So Tiffany also says that Euri owed her $20,000 in back child support, and that's wild. You over here asking for some ass, but nigga, you owe me 20 bands.
That the audacity of these niggas, man. You owe this woman $20,000. Can I borrow a little bit of coochie if you don't mind?
Till I get paid next week.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
So Tiffany told Detective Oliver that Euri had told her that he would give her the money after Makeva's life insurance policy paid out.
This nigga foul.
So she was also aware that Makeva had threatened Euri with divorce if he gave her any money. Because see, Makeva was one of those ones. She was like, "Look, this is my money. I'm the one bringing all the coins in, and she's controlling the finances." So she's like, "I'll be damned if I'm over here paying child support on a kid that ain't mine."
Yeah,
But
that is
instead of
a
this,
yeah, that's a tough situation because especially if you owe the money and then you're as the wife, you're making all of the money and
right,
you
and
gotta
I'm
pay
already taking care
another.
of your
Yeah,
ass.
you ain't making. I mean, you're doing. I don't know how much you're making doing haircuts, but yeah, if you $20,000 behind, brother, obviously he ain't even
You
paying.
ain't paid.
He
So
ain't
maybe
paid.
you ain't paid. And
Damn.
now, I mean, so I can kind of see that. I get as one, y'all are the finances are together. But if I'm bringing in all the money and I'm basically taking care of you, I'm not taking care of you and your kid that you cheated on me and had. Nigga, you need to get off your ass and get you a regular job and let them take child support out of your check.
Fuck that kid. Excuse me. I'm just saying.
Well, I ain't say fuck the kid. I'm not saying he need to pay. He don't need to pay child
Oh,
support, but he
okay.
needs to have his shit together and you get you a job and you pay that woman child support. You
She
ain't
a
gonna be no
strong,
deadbeat
yeah,
and being
yeah.
my husband.
She a strong ass woman to be able to do that shit. I'm like, man, fuck you and fuck them kids. So 6 weeks after the murder, the police finally have gotten that surveillance footage back. Remember, he went to the hospital. They saw him walking in, walk out, but they did not have the timestamp. So now they actually got the footage with the timestamps, right? So Jovan, to try to corroborate with his alibi. The timestamp showed 4 a.m., which is almost 2 hours later than what he said. The murder happened around 2 a.m. and Jovan didn't show up at the hospital until 4 a.m. My thing is, you didn't think they were going to check the goddamn cameras? Like, that's what the people don't think. You don't think they're going to check the cameras. They're not just going to take your word. But also, it was mentioned that the following the funeral, Euri had been seen making it rain at the strip club, man. This nigga like,
Dumb,
ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is dead.
dumbass.
Oh, wow. It was also mentioned that when Euri tried to collect on the insurance policy as a beneficiary, he was told that the policy had been changed and he was no longer the beneficiary. That's what you get, bitch.
But you was
It,
at the strip club blowing what
yeah,
money?
you need to go ahead and collect it. Like, yeah, can I get that money back? I was tripping, y'all. Let me go ahead and collect them coin back. It was noted that he was notably upset and said, damn, when did you have time to change that? that's,
And
that's
I'd be like,
horrible.
and do you not understand, sir, that when you call into these places, they specifically tell you are speaking on a recorded
Yeah,
line?
especially anything with insurance, they always record. You know what I'm saying? This nigga said, damn, when did you have a time to change that? That's hard. Oh, man. Okay.
Mm, I don't even know what to say. Like, you are. So police start pulling surveillance footage from street cameras near Makeva's house. So on one camera, they see Dimitri driving into the development, and following on his ass is a smaller four-door car. Now, Jovan mentioned to the police that he drove a four-door Mazda. Coincidence?
Right.
And couple that with Jovan being in the neighborhood earlier before the murder, that's very suspicious. I think.
Very suspicious.
So
Very.
Detective Oliver, he gonna put his thinking cap on. I like this man. So Makeva had a $500,000 life insurance policy. So he niggas thought he was about to ball the fuck out.
Do you pay
That's,
taxes on insurance money?
that is a good question. I will look into that.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure.
just quite because I mean, if you get a 400,000 or 500,000, yeah, he really thought he was gonna ball out.
I mean, shoot, even if they do take that, you're still gonna get it. I mean, yes, a good question. I wonder if you do. I don't know, but I'm gonna look into it. So, they're thinking if she's contemplating leaving Euri and he has no money because she makes all the money, he'll be left with nothing. So Detective Oliver believes that Dimitri and Jovan plotted with Euri to kill Makeva and collect the insurance money. And then they were going to cover the entire thing up by using her mother Quest as a scapegoat. Because remember, they was talking about I had to keep them yelling.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. So on August 2017, the police sit Dimitri down one more time and confront him with the theory and the information they saw on the street surveillance.
Claim Joseph yet?
Joseph, I didn't even know.
We know
he was there earlier that day.
He was there when the murder happened. You know it's Joseph that's the shooter. You know his voice. You know where it went down.
And I would have recognized.
You know what Euri and him arranged to do.
But I didn't know that they were planning. I didn't know that they were planning to kill him.
After this, Dimitri breaks down and he admits that it was Jovan who was the masked man. Who is that masked man? It's Jovan. But he had nothing to do with the murder. And he did not, I repeat, he did not want to be charged as an accessory to murder. The police convinced him to wear a wire.
I was heading towards my house. I went to my house, I chilled with these dudes in front of my neighborhood. Then I went to the hospital to see Talisha.
So police go up and hem up Jovan, who isn't budging and using his right to remain silent. He pleaded the fifth. He is arrested on September 6, 2017 and charged with first-degree murder. At the time, he was only 19 years old.
That's
Damn.
part of the reason why he was so damn stupid.
Yeah, as young as hell. Your brain ain't even fully developed yet.
Yeah, they sure ain't. Because in these 19-year-olds, they are not the brightest bulbs in the box.
No.
So Dimitri is not going down for this. So he takes it upon himself to record a conversation with Euri. He tells Euri that Jovan is going around telling people that he's the one who killed Makeva. So what's Yuri's response? Not a typical grieving husband. His response is, tell him to shut up because I'm not going to jail. What? Wild. So on December 15th, 2017, Euri is arrested and charged with first-degree murder. And in Yuri's interrogation, he says that Jovan is a drug dealer and a thief who killed his wife for money. Because the day before her murder, she posted on Facebook, I'm in awe of how far I've come. And she mentioned having a six-figure income. But just because she mentioned having a six-figure income doesn't mean she has money in the house.
Exactly. Nigga, six-figure income be $100,000.
But that doesn't mean you have cash.
I know exactly. I'm just saying.
So
That's so you could just say $100,000 and I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's not a lot of money, but you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but my whole thing is like just because I say I have that doesn't mean it's liquid.
Yeah, there you go. You're right.
Dumbass. So Dimitri originally testifies in a hearing in 2018 that Euri told him that he didn't love his wife anymore and he wanted her dead. He said he had brought Jovan over to the Jenkins home the day before the fatal shooting to introduce the two to each other. And Dimitri said on the day of the shooting, Jovan had pulled a gun on him and made him drive to the Jenkins home near Hypoxel and Lawrence Roads.
Damn, you can read.
Shut up. So surveillance video from the neighborhood showed Jovan dropping off a cart near the Jenkins home and then getting into a vehicle driven by Dimitri, according to police. So when they get near the residence, additional video footage shows the driver of the same vehicle, Dimitri. He gets out and walks towards Makeva's house. And then moments later, Jovan gets out. So let's run this back a minute.
Okay.
So originally he sits there and this nigga up there talk about some, I hadn't did nothing. It wasn't me. I just happened to introduce the two of them. I didn't I really didn't have nothing to do with this. Next, they found out you done got up on the stand and testified already. So
Mm,
you done lied under oath because then
under
they done
oath.
came back with a new video.
New video, young brother. That man, them video. I told you, them video gonna be catching. That video surveillance gonna catch everybody. That shit. That's how they got. But our boy P Diddy.
We ain't gonna talk about Diddy on here. Not
No
today.
Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Mm-mm. So basically, you got on stand, you lied, and they came back with some more evidence proving that you lied under oath, dumbass. So they also end up pulling phone records that show that whenever Euri contacted Dimitri, Dimitri would contact Jovan. And so what I found out, which I thought, I'm like, because how do they not know this until after he's already been arrested and they're on, like they're starting hearings and stuff. So
Yeah.
apparently in state hearings, they'll arrest you and then get evidence later. But in federal cases, they get the information first and then they arrest you, which is why the Fed's conviction rate is so high. So if the Fed's conviction
Oh,
rate is
okay. That
so
makes sense.
high, why don't y'all start getting the evidence before you arrest the people?
Okay. So okay, that's probably like back in the day they used to do straight release where they'll catch you with something and they'll release you. Then it's an indictment in the mail months and months later. You know what I'm saying? After they arrest you, then they get. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense. Like, why don't you all adopt how the Feds do it? Because their conviction rate is a lot higher.
I think it probably a money thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably a money thing.
Um, well, in September of 2018, Jovan ends up breaking his silence and he writes the judge a 3-page letter titled The Game Plan. Mhm. Where he
Uh,
detailed the events leading up to the murder. He said the day before the shooting, he went over to the Jenkins home with Dimitri, and that's how he and Euri met. So Jovan's court-appointed attorney then requested a bail because he thought like, okay, I done gave y'all what y'all need. Can y'all give me bail? Y'all gonna let me out? They said no. No,
they
sir.
did the same thing to
Mm-mm,
Diddy.
mm-mm.
$50 million. Look, they
They said, sir, no. You like it's a whole year later that you've been sitting in jail and you just want to open your mouth? No.
yeah.
Sit
You
your
should
ass
cooperate it.
down.
Yeah, you should cooperate it earlier, young brother.
hmm So then they come back, they circle the block, and they arrest Dimitri in 2020. Since they can't remember that he lied on the stand, yes, they came back and arrested his ass too and charged him with first degree murder. So poor little Tink Tink, remember what was Damar? Sound like Damar, and he wanted decided to defend himself at trial, dumbass.
Exactly.
Now, the only thing that he did get ahead with, he did go before the judge and he begged for a bond, and the judge gave him a $300,000 bond, which somehow he was able to make.
Yeah, that's what $30,000. So they probably put up a house or something. I mean, $30,000.
I don't know if I like somebody enough to be putting up stuff like that.
No shit, I wouldn't do that shit. Know what I'm saying? But I mean,
And
family.
it's,
Your mama's my baby ain't do my baby didn't do nothing at all, nigga.
but we got him on surveillance, but he ain't did nothing, Betty. He ain't did nothing.
Exactly.
And this is exactly why I don't want to put nothing up for nobody. Because in April of that same year, Dale was arrested for violating his probation, and they drug his ass right back on to the Palm Beach County Jail. So during this time, Jovan had already pled guilty to second degree murder in 2019 in exchange for his testimony against Euri.
Mm.
I guess he said, "Shit, I don't sat here. I know y'all ain't gonna send me away for the rest of my life." He's singing like a bird now.
Yeah. Tweet a little do. So Yuri doesn't make it to trial until May of 2022. Damn, that's 5 years? 5 years, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There were several issues and the date kept getting pushed back. One instance allegedly, Quest, Makeva's mom, during jury selection, approached a potential jury and told them that Yuri was guilty. Several other potential juries were also within earshot. It's also alleged that Quest threatened them and said that she had a gun and knew how to use it. Why?
Why are
What
you
the
in the courtroom talking about I got a
Yeah,
gun and
why
I
you
know how to
walling
use it?
out? Yeah, that nigga is obvious. It's crack. We going right back to crack. Know what I'm saying?
Well, they did say she was on drugs. She probably
Yeah.
was on crack with some more counterfeit money.
Hell yeah. I guarantee that's what it was, man. So several juries were dismissed for this by the judge. Also, Quay attempted to jump Yuri in court and had to be escorted out. They family wilder. Know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it though. You know what I'm saying? You go to the young lady for no damn reason, man. Yeah, they trying to whoop his ass. The charging of Demetria was murder also set the case back. Right. So Demetria switches sides and agrees to testify against Euri in exchange for a lesser sentence. He testified that Euri asked him to find a hitman. First, Euri said it was his father he wanted dead, but then he said it was his wife. Demetria said he allegedly told Dimitri he realized he didn't love her anymore. So you kill her? Nigga, come on.
There's always such a thing called divorce.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, he gonna lose his garage barbershop. He ain't trying to lose that.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
saying.
But you done lost your garage barbershop now with your stupid ass plan. So Jovan does testify that he murdered Makeva, and he said that Yuri told him that he would pay him $20,000 to pull the trigger. He was given $10,000 up front and was promised the remaining balance after he got the life insurance check. No, I want my money up front. Mm-hmm. I want my money up front because I done spent that 10K. I need legal fees. No, you hired me to do a job. See, this is why you got to collect your payment before
Oh,
the service is provided. This is why
uh,
I have this policy. Collect
yeah.
payment in full.
For this very reason.
This
For this
very
very
reason.
reason. Yep.
Not you. See, yep. Because there wasn't no life insurance check. So Jovan described the moment he fired the shot that killed Makeva as she slept in her bed. He said as he made his way up the stairs, he said Yuri motioned his head in the direction of one of the bedrooms. So Jovan made his way to that bedroom where he saw a figure lying in the bed. Figuring that it was the woman that Yuri hired him to kill, Jovan told the jurors he aimed his gun. He said, quote, I was a couple feet away. I aimed the gun at her head and I shot her. That was a nail in the coffin right there. So the prosecution says, well, why did you shoot her in the head? He said, quote, because I was trying to finish the job.
What do these niggas be thinking about? Like, I just like, I'm not killing nobody for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'll kill for my kids. But I mean, you cannot come to me.
That's an extenuating circumstance.
Yeah,
Like,
you ain't gonna come to me talk about I want somebody dead. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna participate.
and $20,000 is not going to cover my attorney fees for a murder trial either.
Man, I swear this, yeah. But I mean, nigga was, yeah, well, 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dimitri also testified against Yuri, stating that they brainstormed ways to kill her, whether it was targeting her at work or to stage it to look like someone was after her and Yuri. So Quay, her brother, also testified at the trial, and he spoke to how during the year and a half that he lived with them, they seemed to be a happy couple. Before he went on to describe what happened the night of the murder.
Jury trial lasted a week before the jury took less than 3 hours. Remember we talked about that?
Mm-hmm.
Less than 3 hours to come up with a guilty verdict. Them nigga was like, all right, we already know what it is. Hey, what's up with them slubs? You gonna go ahead and order them right now? What y'all want? Y'all, okay, who want the Italian? They ate lunch, chill for a second, like, yeah, guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you it was no discussion. It was none.
No,
It was
no, there was no discussion.
none.
So before Yuri was sentenced, Makeva's grandmother, and who was also the beneficiary on that life insurance that
She knew what she was
Yuri thought he
doing.
wasn't going to get.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Changed her grandmama, smart woman.
Very smart.
Um, she said in her victim impact statement, and at the time she was wearing a Justice for Makeva t-shirt. And she said, quote, this has been a long struggle for me. And what has happened to my daughter has affected my life and the life of my family. But most of all, I know how it affects Yuri's mom and family too, because my great granddaughter's birthday is today. And we had so many plans for his daughter and mine. I have nothing bad to say about him. All I wanted for my child, and nobody wins in this case. They came to the verdict that I wanted them to have, but neither side was a winner. I know how he has made his family feel because they have had no idea he could do something like this. I don't know what to say. I don't want to bring up nothing how she was, what she meant to me, and where she came from. I just wanted him to have enough time to think about what he has done to me, but also to his family. All I want is peace, and for him to find peace now. I feel like my daughter will have peace. And all I ever wanted was to find peace with me and my family and her children. The worst thing about it is she's not here for her daughter. Her oldest is graduating in 2 weeks, and in the next few weeks, she's going to Florida State University, and that's all she ever wanted was for her mom to be by her side. I don't want to think about nothing else but make sure she finds peace with that.
Mm. That's horrible, man. So Yuri was crying during the statement. You better cry because soon as you go to jail, they taking your Boochie cat. Yes. So the judge handed down the sentence. He was sentenced.
Life.
The judge said he had no say so. The law says mandatory life in prison.
Damn.
Joseph is given 15 years for second degree murder. There we go again. Second degree murder. What they do to our
And
girl?
he plotted. He
Yes.
plotted.
Khadijah Brown killed somebody, yes, but it was by an accident. They gave her 36 years. Horrible. This justice system is fucked up.
Twisted.
Yes, he is serving his sentence at Quincy Annex in Florida. His release date is April 10th, 2032. Demetri Dale was convicted of manslaughter, and this nigga was given 45 days in jail. He had already served 30 days, so 30 days, so he went in for 15 days and then started 15-year probation. I know nigga with DUIs got more time than that.
Okay.
They gave this, but he got
45 days in jail was your sentence, sir.
yes, 45 days in jail. Oh man, that ain't shit, man. The justice system is so crazy, man. Damn, but go ahead.
So in December of 2023, Yuri files for an appeal. His stance was that his conviction was based on the testimony of two liars and that the state failed to show substantial evidence of guilt. And also, the court made an error by denying his motion for acquittal. Why would they acquit you, sir? But whatever. So the courts upheld his sentencing, and he is currently serving his time at the Century Correctional Facility in Century, Florida.
Two liars, nigga. You was the liar. All y'all was some liars. Yeah, it's just another senseless murder. Like it's so crazy. The more we listen to this, you just really realize that are really killing just for the dumbest shit. Like walk away, and not even that. I don't know how
Divorce is always an option.
that's an option. Yes, you gonna try to kill, and then the more people you get involved, the more likely you gonna get caught.
Remember what the Yin Yang twins said? By myself, I'm gonna do something. I'm
Well,
gonna be by myself because
wait
when
till
you
she.
he said
Oh,
if you by yourself, can't nobody tell on you if you was by yourself. So I'm gonna be. If I do something, I'm gonna be by myself.
I thought you talking about when they said whistle while you twerk.
No,
Well, I don't know.
no.
I mean, that's the Yin Yang song I know, so my bad.
There's a whole bunch of Yin Yang twin songs.
But that's the one I know, so I thought you were talking about that. I was like, I don't know what they got to do with the case, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and just say, go ahead and do your analogy, and I was just gonna leave it alone. So, hey, look,
You don't remember by myself?
no, I'm telling you, I listened
Oh
to
my god.
the
I
Whisper
was listening to that
song.
like last week, and I was just
Yeah,
like, that's where I was like, can't nobody tell on you if you by yourself. And I'm like, man, that's so damn true.
yes, the Whisper song and Whistle While You Twerk. Those are the only ones I know. So yeah, there you
From the
go. That
window to the wall. You don't
oh,
remember that?
what song is that? Oh yeah, to the sweat jar on my balls. Oh, don't feet skeet skeet skeet. Yes, I forgot about that song. So 3 songs.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so yeah, 3 songs. So that is our case. So now, are we doing Love Lies and Alibis?
Yes, let's do it.
Love, lies, and alibis.
Okay. So today's episode of Love, Lies, and Alibis. First of all, um, let's note here that if you commit a murder and you're on somebody's life insurance policy as a beneficiary, you will not get paid.
Yeah, you definitely would. Just in case you thought you would, nah, that's not gonna happen, dog.
I don't understand why people don't understand. But people don't do about that. So let me see. I'm trying to see if they tax insurance policy payouts. No, they are not subject to federal tax income if they are paid into the beneficiary in a lump sum. However, if the payout is distributed over time with interest, that interest is taxable. Oh, I didn't know they could pay it out to you over time.
Yeah, I thought it was everything. Yeah, so I just learned something right there.
Yeah, I thought that they paid it all out to you in a lump sum. So shoot, I didn't really think about her grandma. Her granny sitting nice.
Oh yeah, I mean it was 500. Yeah, she got 500 G's. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but yeah, that's goddamn people. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but it's just a lot. Like I just don't understand. Like you said, you hate somebody that much, and then this is my thing. Not only if you do something, do it by yourself, but keep your goddamn mouth shut.
I mean,
Cause
just
why are
don't
you out
look.
here? You
Just don't do it because I'm telling you, even if, it's the technology nowadays, man. It's damn near impossible for you to do anything and get away with it, man. It's too much technology. Like real talk, it's nothing new under the sun. So it's not like a new murder that's been committed that ain't hasn't been committed before. So just don't do it. Like if you mad at, yeah, know what I'm saying. I mean, if you got to choke a bitch, I mean, do that rather than kill her. I'm not advocating violence, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Why kill? Like, why is that the first thing on your mind? All right, I'm gonna kill her, then I'm gonna get the share money. What about your kids? Like, are you even thinking about that? Just let you know how selfish individuals are. That you don't
hmm
even think about how this is going to affect your kids.
And my thing is, it's like, what was he gonna do? Like, you're just gonna raise y'all kids together? I mean, you're gonna raise your kids without her, or what you gonna raise them with your side chick? How were you gonna do this, or were you gonna keep your kids at all? You know what I'm saying? Like you, and then another thing that gets me is you commit a murder. Why are you not laying low? You at the strip club.
Because they not thinking about it. So basically, the love lines of Alabama is love. Whatever you do, you have to take in consideration not only it's affecting other people, especially when you have kids, and people do not think about that. Like your kids are affected by this. You're so selfish in one trap mind. All you're doing is thinking about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, like, it's no way you can say that you got genuine agape love for your kids if you're willing to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as my kid and mama get on my goddamn nerves, I would never do anything that will affect their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll see it like I would never do that because I know that would affect my kids. You know what I'm saying? So be
But
like,
like you said, the selfish.
yes,
It's beyond selfish because, like I said, you can't possibly love your kids if you take away their lifeline, basically.
yes. I mean, like, and we're talking about really again, we don't know every increment detail about their relationship, but it's nothing that could have been done or said that justifies shooting in such a violent way too. It ain't
But
like
it's
she
not
just
even
went
that you murder her.
missing.
It was that you really sat and thought it out to where you reached out to somebody to have them reach out to somebody to plot to end her life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a lot. And I'm like, and those kids, that's something that they'll never recover from.
Hell no. I mean, shit. They need to make sure they are taking his punk ass and getting child support. You know what I'm saying? From his little 30 cents he making a day. Get that child
Don't even
support.
insult. That ain't even worth y'all doing a processing fee. Don't even
Man, you
insult
ain't
me
getting
like
shit,
that.
dog. You ain't getting shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get ain't gonna be no oodles or noodles. You ain't gonna be eating good. You ain't making no breaks. You gonna be in that bad boy broke.
I mean, unless somebody putting money on his commissary.
I take it. You know what I'm saying? The child support take that.
Oh,
I
they take your
believe.
commissary too?
Yes, if you owe child support, yeah, they take that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh,
No.
damn. I didn't
Yep,
know they took your
exactly.
commissary.
He gonna have to sell Bucci cat, know what I'm saying, for hot pockets. Cause
Well,
yeah,
that's
that's
the
what
life he chose.
exactly. Know what I'm saying? That's the life he chose. Open butthole. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Let's go ahead and finish up.
Alrighty. So, okay. First and foremost, I have to do my weekly spiel. Khadijah, that is my baby. Um, she called and wished me happy birthday this week. That really made my
Yes,
day.
she just no, she sang you happy
Yes, she
birthday.
okay. I was,
Yes.
I was a little tipsy. I
Okay.
heard yes.
Yes, she
Yes.
sang happy birthday to you. Yes. I just want to clarify that. And she
So
got
go
baptized.
yes, she did. She did. So again, like we said, she her mom does have a GoFundMe up. Um her mom is also trying to, get some type of visitation for her kids. Khadijah hasn't seen her kids. And again, if you go back and listen to the case, again, we will tell you we are not justifying anything of what was done. We want you just to hear her story and really truly hear the inner workings of what really happened because the media doesn't always tell the full story.
True that. And even if it's not monetary, I mean, we would love for you to help it again. This doesn't go to us. Just go straight to her mom to help her out. We have no affiliation. We're just posting it. Even if monetary, if you have any advice, if you know the laws or anything that she can do in order to help, we would definitely value that also.
Yes, absolutely. Um, so moving on from that, oh, we have something. We have something that we want to try. Um, so we need volunteers, and for your participation, we will give you a Melanin Mysteries T-shirt and a cup. It's gonna be so cool. So we're
Oh,
gonna do.
hold on. That may not be in the budget. We need to discuss with our accountant first about this whole situation with the cup. All right.
So we're gonna do a relationship panel. So we're gonna have a whole episode, and we're gonna talk about, like, we're gonna go deep dive into relationships. So we need 6 volunteers. We are looking for 3 men and 3 women. And if you are interested, hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Let us know. Like, it would, like, we just want to try something different, and we're gonna call this segment. It's just gonna be an entire love, lies, and alibi section.
It's gonna be good. Just good conversation about relationships, and a lot of it gonna be we're gonna be pulling some things from the
The
cases that we cover,
episodes.
yeah, episodes that
Hmm.
we cover, and just have discussions and just get people feedback because everybody had think differently, and we want to hear different thoughts and ideas or whatnot. So we're definitely looking forward to that.
Yep. So hit us up. Remember, we're on TikTok at Melanin Mysteries Podcast, as well as Facebook. And then on Instagram, it's Melanin Mysteries Pod. Feel free to leave us a review. If you like us. If you don't like us, it's okay. We don't get mad. Just don't leave us a review. That's fine.
Yeah, don't be ignorant too, because I get ignorant back. You lucky
Yeah.
my co-host stopped me. So I'm about to say some ignorant stuff to somebody on one of our Facebook, I mean, our Instagram posts. So just be careful what you say. I mean, I get it. It's a public forum and really it's freedom of speech. You can say what you want, but just be respectful. That's all we ask.
But if you say it on my page, I'm allowed to respond however I want on my page. So
Say less. Hey, look, thank you. Thank you for giving me that. I appreciate it.
okay. So with that being said, anything else before I close it out?
No, is it? No, we good. Go ahead. Do you know what you're doing?
Okay. So just always remember that love should not come with a life sentence. So make sure you choose freedom and not felonies.
And with that being said, we will catch you next week.